Good morning, Anchor. If you're tuning in after 12, then good afternoon. Hope your day's awesome already. Hope you're off to a rip-roaring good start. I want to talk about excuses. Excuses are like what? That's right, and everybody's got one, right? We know that story. So how do you handle your bullshit excuse? Because that's really all it is. So here's the questions. I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4 questions to ask yourself every time you come up with an excuse as to why you shouldn't do something that you know you should be doing, or every time you've got some reason as to why that's not going to work, or why it's not going to happen, or whatever it is that you just come up with to avoid getting uncomfortable. So here's the first question you want to ask yourself. The first question is, hey, is that true? Because the reality is it's probably not, right? If you say something like, well, I don't have time. Well, look, man, time always shows up when you make something a priority. So the real question is it true, right? Is whatever my excuse is, hey, I don't have time to work out. Is that true, right? Or think of an excuse that you're using right now and then ask yourself the question, is it true? Next thing you want to start looking at is, hey, where did this excuse come from? And no matter where it is, no matter where it came from, whether it was your upbringing, the media, whoever brought it up for you, whoever helped you with your excuse, recognize this, that you allowed it. That it's easier. Your excuse is easier than actually getting uncomfortable and doing it, okay? Great quote from Grant Cardone. Pay the price today so you can pay any price tomorrow, okay? So your excuse is an opportunity to pay the price. What's the payoff of your excuse? That's the third question you want to ask yourself. So the first question, is it true? Second question, where did the excuse come from? Third one is, what's the payoff, right? Well, the payoff is that you get to avoid risk, and you also get to stay the same. But your problems in life can't be solved. They can only be outgrown. And real growth happens where? Outside of your comfort zone, right? So what's the payoff of going with the excuse and letting it, allowing it to stop you versus pushing through it and getting it done anyway? Both have payoffs. Which one's a bigger dividend, right? Now, here's the fourth question to ask yourself. What would my life look like if I couldn't use this excuse or these excuses? Well, the reality is you'd be free to grow. You'd be free to finally become the person that you already are, that's in you, right? Your excuses are layers that are covering up the real you. So just start peeling them back. Hope that helps. Hope that message is strong. It's some tough talk for some of you. You may need to actually release yourself from some limitations by peeling away the layers of your excuses as to why you can't. Because the reality is you can. You can do anything you set your mind to, but that's a choice.